good to see all of you here at Michigan State University. And I'm going to follow Dr. Hunt's theme of we're here to help. My responsibility at MSU is overseeing regulatory areas that basically exclude export controls. We cover, and when I say we, I'll point out who that really means in a couple minutes, but the areas that our office cover are human research protection, animal subject protection, environmental health and safety, the Institutional Stem Cell Committee, and conflict of interest. It's a lot. So therefore, we have a number of different offices, and I've asked my colleagues to join us today so that you can put some faces with some of the names up here. And these folks are truly here to help you. And these are the not only the local, but some of the national experts in these various areas. So we'll start with animal subjects, and I'm going to ask Sally Light, who is the IACUC administrator, and next to her, Claire Hankinson, who is the university attending veterinarian. So these are the go-to people to solve your problems with use of animals in research, getting protocols through the committee. If you have animals on campus, you no doubt have already talked with Dr. Hankinson about where they're being housed, and is that true? How many animal users do we have here? Good number. Have you all spoken with Dr. Hankinson yet? Yeah, that would be a good thing to do. She'll be in the back at the break, and then you can work those out. Environmental health and safety is another big area on campus, and although the director's name may not be, I don't think it's on the slide, I'd like to introduce Kevin Eisenbeis, who heads up EHS, and you brought some of your staff. I see Genevieve Cottrell. Anybody else with us? That's okay, everybody else is out working. Thank you. But they also cover biosafety, and Jamie Willard is the go-to person for biosafety, and radiation safety, and Brian Harris is the key person there. Again, like Dr. Hunt pointed out, never hesitate to ask questions. Ask questions if there's any doubt in your mind. So, human subject protection. How many of you work with human subjects in your research? Yeah, always the case. So, I'd ask Kristen Burt to stand up. She is the director of Human Research Protection Program and the go-to person if you have any questions about human subject research. She may not be able to answer them, which is not the case. She'll be able to answer all of them, but she has a great staff who will be able to answer any very specific questions. So thank you. Conflict of interest. Brian Mattis is the go-to person for a conflict of interest. Thank you. I'll also mention that we have a small amount of stem cell research on campus, and Kristen also handles that. Same Kristen. So if you have any questions. This is the most important slide I'm showing today, and I think this is in your handout. These are the people who will solve your problems when it comes to regulatory oversight related to research. So how can we help investigators? What do we do? I know it may be a little counterintuitive to think that a regulatory office facilitates research, but that's in fact what we do. So we help you transfer if you're transferring from another institution, we help you get your research transferred here to MSU. And I'll take this moment to remind you that if you work with animal subjects, human subjects, biosafety-related work, radiation safety, you have to have a protocol or a registration. Don't forget that, because we'll find you. So don't forget that. All right, so the protocol work, we help, everybody does conflict of interest disclosures, so we can help with that. That's Brian's office. Dr. Hankinson's office takes care of the animals that you have on campus. And of course, Kristen's office will help you with human subject work. So perhaps the most important thing we do is protect research subjects and you investigators. So we obviously, through lots of laws and regulations that oversee the research enterprise, we are protecting subjects. But everything we do is also geared to keeping you out of trouble as well. That's why we have you do protocols. That's why we do post-approval monitoring to visit your laboratories and ensure the safety and ensure the appropriate following of all the requirements. We work very hard to stay within all these federal regulations and state regulations and sometimes even local regulations. We provide training programs to make sure that you're well prepared to do what you need to do. And then we also help maintain accreditation of our animal care program and our human subject program. And for quite a while, Michigan State University was one of the few campuses in the United States that had full accreditation of both human subject and animal subject research. It's spreading more and more. So anyway, how do we help you? Well, we help you work through that protocol process, and it's never easy wherever you are, but we do our best here to minimize regulatory burden for both investigators and administrators. That does not mean that we don't follow all the rules. We follow them very, very carefully. We do a lot of post-approval monitoring here. So if you have laboratories, our staffs will be visiting your laboratories on a regular basis, at least once a year, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing because it provides an opportunity for you to ask questions. It provides us an opportunity to see what you're doing. If we see any variation from what we might expect, we can have that conversation right on the spot. So this is one of the hallmark programs of our overall regulatory oversight program. Again, we provide online and hands-on training, and we work very hard to ensure a safe workplace. So I just want to mention that coming soon, just like we at MSU have implemented Quali-COIUS, a new grant submission system that Twyla will be talking about a little bit later. We are about to introduce the other part of the research administration software, CLIC, you're on a program that will let us move to a more integrated protocol submission system and oversight system for the institutional review boards, for the animal care program, and for environmental health and safety. So the IRB is going live in December. The IACUC goes live next spring, and EHS next fall. We're hoping that this will make your lives easier. We're hoping it makes our lives a little easier as well. So stay tuned. There'll be lots of information coming your way about this. We'll be starting training sessions pretty soon. So with that, any questions? Yes, please speak up.
Real quick question on the stem cell policy. Does that apply only to human stem cells or across the animal?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
The stem cell policy,
Yes.
does it only apply to humans or what animals as well?
We are focused on humans at this point. There are no regulations that I know of regarding animal subjects, although a lot of discussion by the FDA in that area. Other questions? Good. Okay.